Welcome back to Mobile Dwellings, where we build, live in, and tour homes that you can take with you on the road. My name is Justin, and right now we are building out a sweet Bluebird transit bus for our dear friends Katie and Sam. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to build interior walls in your bus with just 3/4 inch plywood and pocket screws, kind of like those two right there. In this video, we're going to be building 2 more sets of walls with curved arches. I think it's a really cool design feature, and I'm pumped to be putting it into this bus. Let's get right into it. Carpet of fluffy tree pollen. Have you even seen my tool shed? Can't believe I have a tool shed this time around. Very messy. Tools and materials. All right, so now that we've got our plywood sheets cut to size, we're gonna have to take my cool scribing tool, copy the arch, and transfer that onto the board. I need to take a measurement from the floor right there to the ceiling to help me establish where to put my guide. This right here is my game changer tool. It is a laser level. I can shoot a laser and take measurements like that. And the big reason for using this is that I cannot accurately take floor to ceiling measurements with a tape measure, and I can't accurately take far away measurements, especially alone. If I wanted to measure from, say, right here to that back wall, there's really no way for me to get it any more accurate than within 1/4 inch because of the way that a tape measure flexes. It's 70 bucks. You probably need this thing. Okay, so now we have our template marked out on here. Remember guys, this is just a guide. This thing is not going to give you the perfect line. You're gonna get the perfect line by making successive cuts. We are going to be leaving this line, but we're going to be cutting up to it with a jigsaw. We're then going to push up the board and scribe it with a pencil, and that will hopefully get us our perfect line. What you got, babe?
Egg, sausage, and cheese on an everything bagel. Lots of ketchup and Frank's hot sauce for you.
Oh, thank you so much. It's really cheese. Cannot really push all the way back to the wall here. So we basically just got to take pencil line off of all of this, and hopefully when that happens, this gap will close up. Well, I unfortunately hit my mandatory 6 p.m. quitting time. So this project is gonna get postponed until tomorrow. We're gonna cut out this doorway and it's gonna look dope. I thought of a new bus motto today, by the way. Like, when you reach a problem and you've done a really good job and you can't do it any better, move on and adapt. So we have, let's do something on the bus, keep it simple, stupid, which is not mine. Done is better than perfect, which is also not mine. And move on and adapt. You're gonna see me say that, and you're gonna see me move on and adapt. Now that we have this wall all up, we have got to make sure it's perfectly level, square, and in the right place. So to do that, I'm gonna use this cool laser measure to directly measure off this wall, which we already know is level because we measured it off the bus. Our boards are bowing just a little bit, and we are going to fine tune this install when we pocket screw it to the walls. But we're currently level and square enough to put our jig up and cut out our arch. So now we've got this admittedly lopsided piece of wood up here. We basically just need to find the center of it at 13 3/4 height. So, you coming to say goodbye to me? I think she's coming back.
No, Katie. I'll show you.
I thought you were saying goodbye to me.
No, I wasn't.
She wants to show me that nothing has changed.
Katie.
Okay, so this is what it looks like now. So Nova, let's take a mental picture and we're gonna remember what it looks like, and then when we come back from the farmer's market, we can see if anything changed.
Okay.
Okay, hopefully something changes and I don't let you down. Bye, thanks guys, have fun at the farmer's market.
Thanks.
Say hi to all the farmers who were there. Artisanal jewelry from French jewelry makers. Okay, so now we have our center hole. Now we can put our other piece of wood on here and draw our line. Okay, so this is a little bit tough to see, but I've actually lodged a little bit of plywood into this hole. It doesn't quite fit the pencil, and I don't want this pencil to move in and out at all, or tilt at all. It could mess with our line. You can probably see that this jig is not extremely precise. I expect you to come up with something better than me, but this is gonna work. Now that we have these walls in here, I gotta say they are looking really nice. This nice archway that doubles up, it's starting to turn into like this cool Greek tunnel or something. I'm really pumped with how this is shaping up. We're gonna take these back out now and do all of our pocket holes and then put them back in, get them perfectly level and square, and then screw them into the walls. If you saw my first build, you'll know that I discovered the Craig jig, and I think I bought the K4 kit, and it turned out to be a little bit overkill. This is Sam's, it's the R3. This allows me to very quickly clamp onto plywood. This is giving me a much cleaner and quicker cut compared to what I used to do, which is hold down the larger Craig jig with my hand. That was silly, but trying to get through the job. Random orbital sander, 60 grit when I want to remove material, 120 grit when I want to smooth out the marks from the 60 grit, and then I use 220 or 180 for smoothing out. Like 60, 120, 180, and I also like 80, 150, 220. Both those are fine. The last thing we have to do before we screw these in is make them perfectly level and square. To do that, we're going to use the previous wall that we installed and the laser measure, make sure that everything is equidistant. Then we're going to use a metal square to kind of double check that we are in fact square and level. All right, so now that we have these walls lined up and square, we're gonna go ahead and pocket screw them in. And as they pocket screw into the square surface with their square edge, they're gonna tighten up and get even more consistently square. That looks good. Gonna have this nice square opening that you have to duck your whole body down. Really separate the front of the bus from the back of the bus. Just kidding, guys. We're gonna cut another circle out of this too. You guys like the full arch?
Ooh, and I like the full arch on this front one.
You like it better?
It looks amazing, Justin.
Thank you.
Near your birthday, we just stop and do it.
Oh, okay.
And not do it. It's not gonna happen now.
Oh, every time you tell me it's my birthday, we do a little bit of birthday and then we stop?
Yeah.
This time we're gonna finish it?
Yeah.
All right, let me turn the camera off. So as you can see here, we have actually changed our arch doorway. We decided that we could afford to lose more headspace. Really not a big deal to lose this extra inch, but what it gives us is more of a visual impact. And it also is going to allow us to hide the gap up here. We're going to be installing sliding pocket doors with drawer slides. But then those doors are going to get covered up by a whole second set of walls. Back here, We're probably gonna leave it completely open because the bed is gonna be fairly high and you're gonna be kind of like sliding in and out, and you're not gonna want to bump your head on this thing right here. So, did you try and fix it already?
Yeah.
It didn't work?
No.
What should we do?
Have a real doctor.
You do?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Daddy!
What?
I
Juggles.
tired.
You did?
Yeah.
Thank you, give me a high five. Boom.